Now you guys should hear me. I unmuted myself, but I didn't actually unmute the mic physically, so that was fun. Okay, so yeah, I was saying that I should schedule streams for 15 minutes after because it gives you an extra 15 minutes to prepare versus right at the hour mark. It's some such psychological thing. I don't know. Thoughts for later. Anyway, hopefully everyone's having a good weekend. Hello, hello. If you are new here, I tried to do personally, I try to do like a planning session for the next or the coming year. Last year, I did a live planning session with Danielle, which was really fun. This was kind of like last minute, so we didn't have time to get anyone to come on. I didn't want to be rude, basically. Like, who wants to do this last minute with me? So it's just gonna be us hanging out, but hopefully you feel encouraged to plan your the next coming year, 2026, kind of get things together for you. I want to be talking more like projects and kind of business, which is basically my business. But if you don't have a business, totally fine. If you have other goals you want to take care of or try out or whatever, follow along and plan things out. We're going to break things down bit by bit so it isn't a clusterfuck, basically, and make it easier to digest too. And then if you're watching this later, you can follow along with the video and pause it and kind of do a similar setup with what I'm doing. I am using Krita to plan this out because I don't have my planner yet for 2026. Again, I didn't want to set up a camera for like a real camera to watch me write. I think this is easier anyway, so you can actually see what I'm writing, and it's also Krita, and I use it, so why not? All right, so real quick, I'm gonna be starting with just making my project lists. So if you have like a lot of different projects, like me, which we all have a gazillion projects in our heads that we're also working on that we also may not have started yet or have yet to finish. So I'm going to be separating my projects out by like category and purpose because I think that's going to help me in the long run. Just to give myself what color do I want? Let's just do green. No, we'll do green. I'm on the wrong layer. There we go. To make it easier to organize and plan them out and schedule when it should be happening, things like that. So I'm going to start with, I'm going to do social media. Technically, this would be primarily YouTube, but I'm trying to grow the other channels. Right now, I've been prioritizing YouTube just because it was the biggest one of them all, but I need to kind of, why is this all funny? There we go. I need to grow the other ones as well and kind of organize them better. So I'm just going to put social media. Okie dokie. And I'm going to try to like categorize everything. I'm going to do my products, like things I sell. I'm going to do story. So story, comics, things like that. All right, I think like, let me look at my goals here. All right. Yeah, actually that lines up perfect. So the reason I'm separating these out is because these are my three main focuses. And by acknowledging that this, like the story and comics are completely different from other products I sell, which are also different than the social media goals I have, it either lets me find a connection between everything, and it lets me acknowledge that this is going to be a different situation than this and then this. So that's basically how I'm trying to like separate it out, to allow myself to say it's okay that these are all different things, as long as I'm finding something to kind of connect them for my goals in 2026. So I'm going to start with social media. I think I kind of talked about this in the last stream I did last week, which was I'm almost at 6,000 subscribers on YouTube, which is pretty good. I'm very happy with that. And I'm almost there. I'm trying to give myself a number of goals, not because I am trying to force myself to achieve it, but it gives me something to strive for. Like if I eventually want to hit, this is going to be crazy. I'm writing it down because it's possible. You know, if I eventually want to hit 50,000 subscribers, that's absolutely a fine goal to have. But I need to break that down into, all right, if I want this many subscribers, how will I break that down to achieve that number every month or whatever, right? So yeah, that's what I need to do. All right, so 2026 goals. I'm actually going to write a low and a high number for this, but for YouTube, subscriber count, I want to hit a low of 7,000. I'm going to try and hit a high of 10. And that seems really high. But if I am consistently showing up on YouTube and I'm working really hard to put out good videos and things like that, and I'm making sure that when I'm putting videos out that the thumbnails are correct, the titles are correct, I'm hitting the right people with all that, it's possible. It is possible. It is achievable. 7K for sure. Because I'm almost at 6, but 10 I think is a possibility as well. So, and then under that, I want to make sure better tutorials, which I am trying to work on, which is kind of like the create a class thing I started. It still needs work on my end to make sure I'm putting out better videos. I think my biggest challenge is they take a while for like the more specific themes, I guess, or specific tutorial types, like the illustration ones. They just take a while, and I need to plan those better so I'm not rushing myself to do them, but I'm also giving enough time for myself to actually record them and edit them and things like that. Because it's no longer just I can just record a video in a weekend and be done. I have to record over the course of a week or so to get this project done. So I need to not only have better tutorials and but better time management. So a lot of that's going to have to be planning ahead. I'm actually working on that right now. I'm going to make a goal here to basically be 2 to 3 weeks ahead. I'm doing that with my Sketch Sunday videos right now, so I think I'm 2 weeks ahead. If I can keep that up, I would ideally like to be a month ahead for at least the Sketch Sunday videos, which I also want to tweak. And then I won't have to worry as much about what I need to do on the weekend. Just having an hour or two freed up by not dealing with that is super helpful. So that means I can have a week where I don't do them, or maybe 2 weeks, and that's just a huge relief off of my task list. But I am going to put this down. So Sketch Sunday should be turned into more study sessions. And I haven't really decided if I want to be talking in those yet or not, because it doesn't take a long time because these videos are really only like 5 to 10 minutes long. But it still takes time out of my day to talk and record and edit that. Hello, someone saying. I'm just going over all the things I need to do for social media, technically YouTube right now. Actually, I'm going to put that in here. Subscriber goal. All right. Oh, I also want to better utilize shorts. Because as weird as I don't mind YouTube shorts like as a viewer, but they can be kind of a pain in the butt to do because I try to keep them under a minute long, because if they're not, the retention's not going to be there. A lot of people are just used to short videos. There are longer short videos out there, or shorts videos that are out there that I have watched, but they're very specific in their content. It's usually like an educational thing or an update or like a vloggy type thing, and I'm not quite there yet. I would rather just make a long form video for that. So for shorts, I need to find a better purpose. And I might just put out art videos, just like drawing videos, something that's simple for me to do, but can still be entertaining. I'm not sure yet because it requires me I can record a bunch of footage, but then I have to go to edit it, and then it just becomes kind of difficult. Like right now, I am doing not really a Vlogmas, but I am trying to put a video out every day. I'm doing them ahead of schedule, and I almost have it all done before Christmas. I just have like 8 videos left to do, and most of that's just for testing to see how I can release the videos content-wise, what works, what titles are actually getting viewed, what makes sense. And I've learned a lot from doing this, so I don't really expect to gain too much out of it. But if I can find a good balance of I made the tutorial on Monday, or I have my sketch Sunday on Monday or Sunday, I can turn those into shorts later in the week and kind of repurpose it. I would definitely like to do that. So I need to do it in a manner that's not going to take away all my free time, because I can't be making videos 24/7 because I still have other things to do. All right, so that's YouTube. So next I want to grow my Instagram. I'm usually not really big at all the social medias. I do have Twitter and things like that, and I'm never going to call it X. I'm always going to call it Twitter. I just don't like to log in anymore because it's like the feed updates so quickly. I get sucked in, so I need to kind of like pause and focus on something that won't get me as sucked in, because obviously social sites like Twitter are more conversational, which is absolutely a wonderful thing to have, even if the conversations aren't always great. And I do enjoy a good conversational social media, but that's a problem. I can't be sucked into that all the time. I can't be following those threads. I need to kind of have a purpose for being there. Obviously, to catch up on work that some of my other creative acquaintances and friends are doing. I love to keep up with that and share their stuff. Instagram is just a little bit easier for me right now, so I don't get sucked into the conversational stuff. Because right now is not a time for. This is gonna sound maybe bad. I don't know. For me, right now, it's not a time for conversation. It's a time for focus. Time for focus and creation. I think that's what it is, and that's why I'm focusing on Instagram, because it's more image based. There's a little bit of conversational stuff going, but it's more like limited. You comment, you move on. It's not a constant thread of conversation going. That can happen, but it's less likely to happen. So I would like to grow that. Right now, I'm almost at 200 subscribers or followers. Oh, geez. I'm gonna try to hit that before the end of the year, but I'm not posting enough to do that. And that's gonna be the hard part, is finding things to post consistently multiple times a week. And I haven't quite figured out what to post. I might be trying to tie it in with YouTube. Like if I'm doing a YouTube video on a specific creator tool, maybe I can do that on Instagram as well. It just feels kind of weird to do tutorials on Instagram because I've never done that. I don't think. I think maybe way forever ago I tried it, but it's new territory for me to do tutorials on Instagram. So something for me to kind of think about and maybe have a month of testing to see how I like it and all that. So I need to find types of content. Well, I don't want to say content, types of subjects to post. Subjects and topics. There we go. I think that'll work because I still want to do my art. Still want to post my art. I still want to share that. So I need to just find a way to really tie this in. And I've started doing that this past year, and I've seen a lot of improvement. Like from my perspective, like I feel happier that what I'm posting is more in line with my goals and things like that. But now I need to really like fine tune it. So let's see. We'll do cross posting. Cross-posting topics with YouTube. Oh my gosh, it's quiet. That's what I forgot to do. I forgot to do the music. I'm so sorry, guys. Here we go. Half hour. So hopefully, if you're watching this later, I'm so sorry. I forgot about the music. All right, so cross-posting topics with YouTube. And that should be enough. Obviously, I'm going to post my artwork, which is a little bit easier to just be like, yeah, I'll just throw this image up on Instagram that I like. Obviously, I'm not going to just throw whatever random stuff up there. Well, yeah, and actually, let me do cross-posting topics with YouTube, my shop, comics, and newsletter, which is kind of my story. Let's see. I'm going to move this up. Wow, why does that do that? Interesting. So the last thing for social media, I think, is going to be the newsletter. Because I struggle with this so much. I know in the last stream, we talked about like having funny quips and things like that. I just need to find a proper purpose that I'm happy with. And a purpose and flow. Test. I need to test it out one quarter as well. So maybe instead of one newsletter or one paper mail a month, I might try two and test a couple things. Because I really need to take advantage of that. And it's really dumb of me not to. So that's basically my overall goals in social media for 2026 overall. And then once we're done with this, we're going to break it down to smaller chunks. All right, so for products. So this is going to be more for my Etsy store, so physical, or not physical, storefront. I'll just put storefront. Basically, so what I need to do is remove old products. I've already started doing that, but I still have more to do. So remove old product and replace with new. I need to refocus on usable products. So like desk accessories, which I love to make. I need to focus more on themes and releases that line up with the holiday. I also would like to do prints again for conventions. Because I would like to do more conventions. I'm just going to write that down as well. More conventions. And I would also like to try to think what else. I want to expand into new products, but I'm also trying to keep in mind expanding into new products means money. I have to pay for that. So yeah. But if it's like towards the end of your goal, I probably could. I'll write that down anyway. Actually, yes, because I found out my enamel pins that I have, I can turn those into magnets with a special attachment. Because originally I was just going to break off the back pin part and just put magnets on them, but there's actually a tool I can buy for the backing instead of a cover for the pointy part. I don't know what the terminology is. My brain's not functioning. Basically, the clasp, so you can pin it to your jacket, or pin board or whatever to keep it in place. I can buy that backing separately and make it into a magnet, which the only reason I'm on the fence about it is because there'd be a gap from the surface to the enamel pin. It's not a very big gap at all, but there is a little bit of a gap, and I'm not sure if that would be acceptable from a customer standpoint. I don't think I would care. Most magnets, you have a little bit of a gap between the surface and the object anyway, but a lot of the things I make don't have that gap. So I'm like, do I want to do that? So I'm gonna buy a small sample, not a sample pack, but a small pack and test it out, see how I like it, see how it actually functions on the fridge and other magnetic surfaces, like how well it sticks, how easily it is to knock down, things like that. And if it works, then I can repurpose my magnets from my enamel pins and make them into a new product that people can buy. So, and also, actually, I'm gonna put that in here. So magnetic pins, because that was a request for a while. And then cover, oh shoot, what is it called? Cover needle minders is what they're called, I think. I don't know. I think that's what they're called. So this was brought up to me by a customer when I was doing enamel pin Kickstarters a couple of years ago. And basically what she said was she breaks off the back of the pin to put the magnet on to make a needle finder or minder. Is it a minder or a finder? I don't know. I think it's minder. And I can actually repurpose the pin with this attachment to be a minder. So what it is you have the front design of the pin or magnet or whatever, and on the back of a board you have something to, be magnetic so it sticks to it. And what those who sew do is they'll put the needle on the front of the pin or whatever it is, so it magnetizes to the magnet behind it. That way they don't lose their needle. And then those who do the diamond painting, which is like, instead of coloring by number, it's putting little plastic diamonds by number almost on a large plastic thing. It's usually like artwork you can make or a photo or whatever. People use something similar to hold sections of covers or whatever down on the painting part, so you don't mess up what you've already done, or you can only focus on a small square that you want to get done that day. So if I can repurpose something like that too, I think that would be a good product for me to help move some old stock. Because, oh my gosh, I just want these. I'm at the end of these pin designs, so I just need them to go. I just need them to be free into the wild and release them. I would like to make new ones at some point as well, but right now I want to focus on just getting out some of that old stock and focusing on the easier products I can make. So I'm also going to put stationery for this. So stickers, functional stickers. I can't spell. And I love stickers and stationery, and I'm really falling in love with washi tape. which is why I made it in the first place. But I would like to do more of it. Now, the custom stuff I have to send out to be made, it is a little on the pricier side, but stickers and things like that I can do in-house, and I actually want to do the water bottle stickers. So if I can make some specifically for water bottles again, like as the ones I have now are water resistant, and I stick them under water all the time and it's fine. But I can buy an extra adhesive to put over top to just help make it last longer and be scratch resistant. So if I can just kind of boost the quality of the things I already make, that would be a bonus. All right. So for products storefront, I think this works. And this also ties in with conventions because all this I would sell at conventions. So I think if I can just really buckle down and focus on these things, I think my shop would do better. Oh, actually, let me make a special note. Do I want to make a special note? This is kind of like standard, but I'll do it anyway. Special note. Photography. I need to redo all the preview photos. This was not a good year for my Etsy shop. I usually do really well Black Friday, Christmas, all that stuff. I don't know. Etsy pushed out an update in November. And I swear it was like the worst update, test, whatever it was that they pushed. And I figured out what it is because everyone was saying, oh, my sales tanked, my views tanked on these dates. I'm like, well, something is happening that's in common between all these shops that are experiencing this. And I found out it was the preview image. And the preview image is something that when you go to my shop, you see the image, right? So it's all the product photos you first see. Those are supposed to be boxes. Those don't look like boxes. All right, so if you go to a shop and you see all the product images, right? And I noticed if they were not clear in what they were, if they were print on demand, if they looked like print on demand, if the contrast wasn't great between background and product to make it clear what the product was, we're not getting views, or they got axed. So, and I'm in a group and I asked other people about that as well, and that was one of the biggest common denominators putting everything. So I was like, well, shit, I was working really hard this year to update my preview images, and I guess whatever update they pushed, it's not clear enough or good enough anymore for not their algorithm, but for their preview image detection, which is probably AI. And I'm not going to get too mad about it because the reason they're doing that is because they cracked down on AI. Because a lot of those shops were using AI-generated preview images, or they just weren't good. It's a quality control. It's a flawed quality control, but that's the whole purpose of it. And that made a lot of sense to me because Etsy is meant to be handmade, original works and things like that. It's not, and vintage as well. It's not meant to be people spamming their print-on-demand shops with the same freaking ornament that looks like this. You know how many shops do this? And then here's the ornament, and then you have like Santa on it with the same SVG that everyone else uses, and it cheapens the marketplace if you have like 20 versions of the same SVG and the same print-on-demand ornament from the same 50,000 shops. So I understand why Etsy is cracking down on that and taking their time to prove that the quality of their sellers is there. And that's a very difficult ask of a platform like Etsy. So yeah, I already have a plan in place to take all the new pictures. I am a little disappointed though because I usually make at least a couple hundred around this time of year, and that did not pan out. But that's okay. Things have been learned. Things are in place to update these. I already bought what is this called? I'm drawing it like you guys know. It's like a kitchen cart type thing. Looks like this. I'm gonna be putting my printer on this Well, I guess I could make it a photo stand too. No, I don't want to. I'm going to make it a printer stand. I'm moving my printer there, and then where my printer is, I'm making a permanent photography setup, because right now it's not a permanent setup. It's basically me putting everything on the floor and taking a picture that way, and it's not working. So anyway, excuse me. Anyway, so that's the products and all that good stuff for Etsy. Now we're in the big part, which is story and comics. So right off the bat is Pumpkin Prince 2, which I'm working on. Okay, so that has to be released, and that's going to be about 60 pages for sure. I believe I'm trying to get more than half of it done, and more than half is, if I look at the whole project start to finish, I would say half of it is done. But I'm trying to get half of the line art done, and then if I can, get half of the pages grayscaled and done. Not quite there in that respect, but for the layouts and everything else, technically it'd be 50% done. But I want to get more of it done before the launch, which is why I paused the launch, is I want to make sure I can deliver this without delay and without struggle, and I want to prove to backers that yes, this will be getting done. Look how much is already done. We're not going to be worrying about, you made the goal, but it's going to take like 6 more months to do, right? I'm trying to get myself into that habit of releasing when it is mostly done. And then we have, can't spell, Bear and Snake. And that's at the 10-page mark. I'm almost done with that. But I would like to add another 10 pages. So 10 new pages. And then Plain Space Jane, which is the comic strip. I think that just needs an overhaul. I think maybe that's what I'll do over the holidays, is just kind of take some time to sit and write these out. Make a note. It needs story refocused. And by story refocused, I mean it needs to be a comic strip, right? They're supposed to be fun, and I kind of got stuck in the sequential story, like page 1, page 2. I was like, no, that's not what we're doing here. I mean, I could do that in a continuation, but maybe I'll do that only for certain situations. Right now, this serves as the purpose of this is to just introduce characters and just to have fun with it and not take it seriously, if that makes sense. So I'm just gonna write that down. Meant to be fun. And that's it for the story in the comics. I have tons of other stories I want to do, but I am like limiting myself. You know what? Let me do a bonus. If I can get these things done, then I can do a bonus. So we'll say bonus reward for myself. I have a lot of short stories I have sitting everywhere. Short story collection. Say short story collection release. And here I can just take all my short stories, put them together, and just have fun with it. You know, just a normal, like, writing it out, not comics. So if I can get these things done and achieve it, then I can be like, okay, now I can sit down and do my short stories, because I have a ton of them. That's, start to finish. They're usually more horror, spooky, suspenseful in terms of themes. I like to do that a lot. So it'd be cool to share that as a campaign bonus or something like that. Or maybe a freebie at the end of the year. Who knows? So yeah, so these are my projects for 2026. It's a lot. It is not easy to accomplish everything, but now we're going to go into the fun part. Sort of fun part. I am actually going to just screenshot this, copy and paste as reference image. I'm just going to put that up here. And now what we need to do is break everything down by quarter. And what that means is when the heck these projects are going to be completed or when they're due, things like that. So this will be fun. So we're going to do quarter 1. We're going to do quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4. So the easy goals here for quarter 4, end of year, I'm going to say the YouTube subscriber count should be 7K to 10K. Instagram, I should try to get to 300 if I can. And then newsletter, I'm going to try to get to 100. My computer made a noise, I don't know why. So that's going to be my end of year goal. Now the hard part is going to be breaking down when I want smaller goals to be met throughout quarters 1 and 3. So right now, if I'm at 6,000, so I'm going to say YouTube up here. Actually, I'm going to leave that down there. And then Instagram. There we go. Okay, so quarter 1. So this is 3 months each. Just so, like, if you never thought about quarters before, it's just a 3 month, every 3 months. So it'll be January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. I gotta beep. All right, so YouTube. Sorry, I'm looking at my numbers again. Okay, sorry. Looking at my analytics so I can see what are reasonable. I'm doing math in my head. Let's see. All right, so I technically I have like 100 subscribers a month now on YouTube. So if I can do, oh my God, I can't math. This was a terrible idea. 100 times 3 is 300 times 4. So that'd be about, if I stayed there and I never improved, I would have 1,200 subscribers. So that would be close, that would be 7K. Okay, so we'll say, what did I say, 300, 3, 6, 9. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna put that here. That's like how many I need for the quarter. That's actually not as bad as I thought it would be. So that's for the low end. And then for the high end, if I want 10,000, which is, I'm just shooting for the stars on that one. Let's see. If I'm at 6,000 by January. Plus 3. Wait, did I do this right? Oh yeah, yes I did. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm thinking. I don't know what I'm thinking. Hold on. Per month. How many would I need per month? Okay, I would need 300 per month. So 300 to 900. Oof, that's a lot. Okay. So 300 to 900. So if I can do the low end of 300 per quarter, I can hit my 7K. If I get up to 900 per quarter, I should be able to get to 10K. Let me just do math. That'd be 6. Technically a little over 900, but I think that's fine. That's enough that I have a range to go off of. All right, guys, get me all the subscribers. Hype all my videos. I don't know how that works on YouTube still, but yeah. All right, so Instagram is a really super small goal of 300. I'm already at 200. They're almost at 200. Actually, if I'm almost at 200, I should probably put that at 500. If I work hard enough and I properly post and interact, and I'm not hiding, I can get 500. So if I'm at 200, I just need 300. 300 divided by 12. So that'd be like 25 each month. So that's 75 a quarter. Someone who is a math whiz is going to look at this and say I did all of this wrong. But I don't think I did. Times 4 is 300. Yeah, okay, that's right. And that doesn't seem too difficult. By a quarterly goal, at least. That should be good. So newsletter, I think I have like 40, but I don't know how many are active. But I would like to do 100. So this is where the hard part's going to come in, is getting people to sign up for the paper mail, because I need an incentive. I needed a proper reason why someone would want to sign up for my email newsletter, and I struggle with that so much. So I think what I'm going to do is, let's see, it's 100. I really only need 50 extra. It's maybe 15 a quarter. I'm going to be generous, and then the first 2 quarters I'm going to be using as testing, like how I can make sure that my newsletter is providing value and something of use or worth to everybody. So I'm just going to say 5 for quarter 1. I'm going to say 10 for quarter 2, because right here that's 6 months of me trying out new things and finding something that works. If I can't do that in 6 months, then something's wrong. So that's 15. So I need 35 more. So we're going to say 20 and 20. And that's 40, 50. It's 55. It's a little bit over, which is okay. But by this point, quarter 3 and quarter 4, I should have my newsletter set up so it's consistent and people can access it, or access the content that I have put in the newsletter after the fact. You know, I should have everything aligned by the end of the year. If I don't, then I'm still doing something wrong. And I probably should ask somebody for help. All right, so I have my quarterly goals set for my social media numbers. I'm actually going to erase this. Now we need to do products. And this is, actually no, we're going to do the story and comics first, because those are my big things. And yeah, so Pumpkin Prince 2 should be launched in quarter 1, by the end of quarter 1. Launch by end of Q1. And it doesn't feel like I have a lot of time to do that, because it's December. but I can do it. So pre-launch redone. And plan in place. Baron Snake should be done. I'm not going to be working on that in Q1. So we're just going to advertise it. Feels weird saying advertise. Advertise on socials. And then Plain Space Jane is going to be attached to the newsletter. Why do I have such big gaps here? Jeez. So I should at least have the story or stories finalized. Okay, so that should be good for story. We'll break down all of this by month and then the next section here. All right, and then for product, new photography. I need, let's see, story. New photography. New stationery. I'm enjoying making sticker sheets because I also am using them. So we're gonna make more sticker sheets. I don't know, I'm just having fun. I think because I can put more than one design on it, and it's just like, I don't know, it's just fun. Hello, Chucho. Plannings for successful. Well, if that is the case, then you do you. I'm not gonna say don't do what doesn't make you happy. Hello. Hopefully your weekend's going well. Things are going good. I feel very out of it today. We're almost done with this. I think we're doing good. If you're following along, let me know how it's going too. I'd love to know if you're going crazy like I am with breaking it down like this. Oh, I need to remove old prints. So that should be enough of a goal for product, I think. New photography, new stationery sticker sheets, and remove old stuff. Because honestly, I don't know why I did these old prints the way I did. They don't need to be there anymore. I should quantify how many. But I think we'll do that in the monthly breakdown. All right, so Q2. So story. Pumpkin Prince 2. The campaign should be ended. Campaign ends. So that should finish the book, basically. So that's finish the book and campaign extras. Can't find your eye drops. Oh, I hate that. Oh man, I had to buy new eye drops because I couldn't find. No, I don't know what happened. I think they were old, so I threw it out, and then I had to buy new ones. Oh my god, I hate when your eyes feel like that. It's the worst. Especially when you're like in the middle of working and it feels like you can't stop. So far, you're almost halfway done in your practice page. Oh, nice. Good job, Creative Welshman. Nice. Baron Snake. So Baron Snake, I would like to get the next part of the story done. So this is going to be script for part 2. Because I'm just breaking these down to like maybe chapters for chapter 2. If I just focus on the writing, that shouldn't be that bad because the script is only like a couple pages. Yeah, inking can be really nice. I kind of enjoy inking more than drawing or like the penciling, because the penciling you're stuck at all the details and you have to figure out where things go. And then the inking, it's like all the thought process was already done, so you can just like zone out and just make pretty lines. All right, plain space chain. I probably should sketch these out ahead of time. I think that's another reason I struggled with the newsletter. Campaign. Yes, we are, Chucho. We are reclaiming the Holy Layout. No, I mean the crowdfund campaign. Sketch comic strips. I think if I can just sketch them out, even like the whole point of the comic strip was just to have it be sketchy and not finalized anyway. But if I could just get the sketching part mostly done and then refine it later, I think that would work. All right, so product. So all my photography is new and done, and I have old prints that are gone. Ooh, I forgot to add repurpose. Enamel pins. What am I gonna do for products? What is happening in quarter two? There's January, February, March, April, May, June. What is? It's like the end of the school year and graduation and stuff, right? Like around June and the summer's starting. So maybe I should consider a summer launch. I'm putting that in quotations because I don't do like full launches, but if I give myself a theme, that might help in product creation. And what would you do in the summer for stationery? Oh, like planning vacations. So maybe like vacation, spooky monsters, vacation monsters. Oh my gosh, that'd be so cool. Like a suitcase monster. Yeah. Okay, that would be fun. I like that. Oh my gosh, we've lost Chucho. He's gone. He's on his way to reclaim things. Oh my goodness. All right. Let's go to quarter 3 for story. I'm just gonna put this here. All right, so story. Pumpkin Prince 2 should be in delivery mode or fulfillment. And that would be, it feels like it takes forever, but if I have a 90 Beach Creeps, oh yeah, that might have a not so great meaning to it, Welshman. That does sound a little too suspicious there, but it would be funny. No, that'd be, let's do this. Let's do like maybe a summer cryptid type thing. So like Loch Ness, summer cryptid. I've never done that before, like little cryptid stuff. Summer cryptids. I think that would be fun. Like Bigfoot wants to go on vacation, no? Alright, so there's that. Oh, I got sidetracked. I was thinking about all these things. I'm like, I'm like, oh no, quarter 3. Move on, Megan. Oh, I used my real name, but whatever, move on. Move on. Okay, so let's see. Bear and Snake. So we should have another 10 pages. 10 pages. Do I want to release those? Or do I want them sketched? Or do I not want them sketched? You heard nothing, Chicho. I'm trying to think of a release for chapter 2. Actually, yeah, I can do that in Core 3. 10 pages released for chapter 2. And then Plain Space Jane. This is hard because it's tied to a newsletter, you know. Just call me ADHD. Yeah, I have it, so yes. ADHD. Just call me ADHD. Alright. Okay, I'm being distracted again. Plain Space Jane. What am I doing? Newsletter should be refined. Should be consistent with the comic. I'm just gonna save that and then make a note that they should be in final sketch mode. No, refined sketch mode. Most are refined sketches. And then products, quarter 3 is going to be Halloween. Is it? No. Hold on. July, August. No, it's not. Actually, well, yeah, Halloween launch, because you want that to be out sooner. Halloween launch. Halloween launch and prep. You did make. Did I sing? I don't even notice when I do it. I do that a lot in real life. This is why I'm trying to stream more, because I feel like my personality comes out much better than in my tutorials and videos and stuff. Because that's me being edited. Because I'm trying to keep you focused on the task at hand, versus me going off on tangents. And in the live stream, I can't do that. You get what you get, and there's no changing it. For better or worse. Oh my gosh. I need to do Christmas prep too. Christmas prep begins. All right. So I don't have like any specific products scheduled. Let's do some prints here. Prints are ready. Because that gives me 9 months to work on new prints. And if that is not enough time, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing anyway, but now. Wait, now what? I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Alright, so story stuff. So Pumpkin Prince 2 should be delivered. So that should be done. Bear and Snake should be done. Number 3 starts. Prep. And then chapter 3 prep starts. Newsletter. Nope. Plain Space Jane. Yes, you understand why I need so much planning, because I get sidetracked. That's even though I don't follow this like perfectly, this helps me so much. Because then, first of all, I used to do so much. There's no freaking way I would have been able to do even half of this. But ever since doing this, I was able. This sounds bad, but I was able to cut out a lot of things I was doing on the side, and only focus on the things that really mattered. Wait, yes, I'm not gonna sing it. I'm not gonna sing it. But in my head, I'm singing it. Hold on, we'll draw Jack Skellington again. I gotta think about how his mouth works. I don't think this is right, but we'll pretend it is. Yay, Jack Skellington. Okay. It doesn't look like Jack Skellington. It just looks like a weird face. Alright, prep. Oh my god, guys, look at this. 2027. What is happening? Prep for 2027 story. Absolutely not. I don't want to think about it, but we have to. So we'll do end of year sales and fulfillment. All right. I don't know what I was spelling there, but that was not fulfillment. Fulfillment. That's pretty much what I'm working on Q3. So this is Halloween. This is Halloween. Halloween. Search your feelings, young Missy. I should watch that movie. I like Hotel Transylvania. That's a fun one. A little weird, but fun. Oh, I want to note here, free sticker each month with every order. I thought that was going to be more challenging than I thought, but I made one for this last 2 months and it was actually a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. Of course, I didn't get orders, so I didn't get to use them all, but it's fine. Gotcha. No, you didn't. That wasn't me. That was something else. Someone else. Oh, I can't. What is wrong with me? I don't know what I was typing there. Yeah, this is it. How do you use a project management tool afterwards to make it? Yes, Rudolph Spinner. I've actually started using Notion. So I'm probably going to put all this in Notion as like just a quick breakdown for me to look at on my computer. And I also put this in my planner. I don't have my new planner yet. I'm still waiting for it to ship and get delivered. I don't think I have an example of what I did last year, but in my physical planner, it had a monthly breakdown. So every month I had a calendar, and then after that, I would have the monthly goals pages after the calendar, and then the week. So every day would be on, or Monday through Sunday would be on 2 pages. So I take everything I'm working on now and I put that in the physical planner, and it seems kind of redundant to have it in multiple places. Like I'm putting it here on this page, which I'll probably print out. I'm going to put it in Notion, and I'm going to put it in a physical planner with pen and paper. But repeating that purpose or repeating that plan helps me stick to it better, because I don't have an excuse not to, right? I can't say I forgot. It's because I didn't bother looking, and that's absolutely on me. And breaking it down like that has not been like a great year, but it has helped me at least remember what my priorities and focus is. So I'm hoping that this year I can use the monthly calendar better and use that to schedule videos and things like that, or social media posts in terms of like topics. And that's going to be something I have to work on. But yeah, that's what I do. I don't use any special management tool after, but I do use tools that are available. All right, so I'm going to show you what I'm going to be doing next. So here, let's see. I've got my project list. Jesus Christ, Chucho, why did you do that? Thank you for the 1000 CLP. I don't know what that translates to, but thank you. I appreciate it. We'll show that. You. Right. Oh, yeah, I was trying to figure out which part of the song was la, 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 la. Like that. All right, I need to stop singing. It's embarrassing. Sorry, okay. Yes, for me, Rudolph, writing it down in multiple places helps it stick because I don't have an excuse to not see it. I'm not sharing my Notion screen or anything like that, but because I still have to build that out. But let's do this. So when I get up and stuff like that, I have my physical planner next to me on my desk. So every morning, mostly every morning, not every morning, but mostly every morning, I will open that up and look at what needs to be done that day. And it's usually a priority related to something I have already written down here. So for example, I have my project list. I separate out that project list into quarters. And the next thing we're going to be doing is separating out those quarterly tasks into monthly, which is a monthly goal or monthly schedule. And from that monthly schedule, I put that back in my physical planner. So when I open up for the day, I know, okay, so for this week, every day this week, I have to do something related to this goal that I have to accomplish this month. Obviously, it's okay if you don't meet the goal. It happens. Life happens. Who knows? There's always something. But at least I am progressing towards the goal one way or another. No, you're okay, Chucho. You're good. So what I'm going to do now is I have my quarterly tasks, and this is what I'm going to be using to plan each month. And then each month is what I'm going to be using to plan every week of that month. I don't have a weekly sprint in here because it's going to be in my physical planner, but the monthly goals here are going to go into my physical planner. It's going to go into my Notion. So when I'm done looking at my planner in the morning, throughout the day, if I'm on my computer, I don't want to open my planner, I can go open my Notion page and have that on a separate window or a separate screen or monitor or whatever. And I can say, okay, I've accomplished these. I got this going. I can go put that into my physical planner now. Or I can say, I don't have time to work on this stuff today. What other goals did I need to work on that I can get done for the month that are actually more achievable right now? So I can look at my Notion tasks and things like that, which I love the task checkbox thing in there. I actually have used it for YouTube quite often in terms of setting up a system. So I look at that and I can say, okay, I have these tasks that I needed to get done next month, but I can actually get them done sooner. I haven't done plan rewards yet, Rudolph, but I might try that this year. I actually put that down here in my project list as a bonus reward. If I can get all my story stuff done, I can do extra story that has been floating around in my head that I would like to get out. But for physical products, I haven't tried that yet. Mainly because I am a minimalist at heart. I don't like a lot of things, but I'm very particular about the things I do get. So I have to figure out what plans I would want. Most of that would probably be books or plants. So maybe, Rudolph, maybe we'll try that. Maybe I'll make a note to make a reward for myself, and it can be plants related because I love plants. It can be book related. I think that would be something I could do. It's not something I've tried before, but I know a lot of people do it and it works out for them. But again, I'm a minimalist, so it's kind of difficult. Okay, so I'm gonna actually screen grab this. But if rewards work for you, absolutely do them. I see no problem with those at all. I actually follow a YouTuber who does that, and she buys the rewards ahead of time. Yeah. That's what I mean. For me, a reward for myself for achieving a goal would be going out and buying more plants. That would be theoretically a goal for myself. I finished Pumpkin Prince 2 ahead of time, or within the time I wanted, and go out and buy myself a fruit tree. That's the kind of reward I would want, that kind of thing. There's a YouTuber, like I said, I follow, and she does that. But she buys things ahead of time. She doesn't buy it after the fact. I would probably have to buy it after the fact because I'd panic. I'd have something I bought, I can't use it, sitting in my closet. I don't like that idea. So it'd have to be a goal I purchase after the fact. There are other goals you can do that you don't have to pay. I'm putting words together that you don't have to purchase or spend money to get. And some of those goals might just be playing your favorite game. And That's so hard for me. I did try that briefly this year. I don't know. I don't know if I'm capable of forcing myself to relax very well. I'm just not good at that. I'm really not. I forced myself today. I played some games with a friend, but I don't know. I struggled. I was like, I have things to do. But we played games. It was fun. All right, so I'm just gonna put the months down here. January. The pumpkin. Okay. Oh, I thought you wanted to draw some. Oh, that. Rudolph, I like that idea. Okay, if you guys accomplish your goals, I'm drawing you plants. This is going to be your first plant. It's going to be a beautiful leaf. No, I'm just kidding. But yes, that would actually be kind of fun. So if you guys want to accomplish your goals, you should join my Discord server. And then maybe I'll draw you a plant. Or give you a plant. What are they called? A roll? A plant roll? Hello, Jose! Jesus Christ, Chucho. Chucho's got his own goals. Alright. So this is going to be quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4. I don't know what kind of weird, whatever. Okay, January. So these are going to be where I break down the actual tasks of achieving my quarterly goals. And I'm going to take those tasks and break them down by week when I actually get to that month or week. Oh, I'm scared. Okay. So YouTube, if I want to get 300 to 900 subscribers in the quarter, so that would have to be 100. Hold on, math. 900, 503, 1 to 300 subscribers. So what am I going to do to get the subscribers? So we're going to put YouTube. Now, I expect the first 3 months of the year to be slow in a lot of ways, because it is always, and I mean always, my slow months. So we're just going to write that down here. Actually, I'm not going to write that down. So what I'm going to do to get subscribers in January, February, March, I do want to live stream, so I have to live stream just once. Live stream once. Okay, so I had to be present. If people want to subscribe to me and follow me, I have to actually be there. I have to actually show up. I can't just sit here hiding in my office being like, oh, maybe you'll come find me. No, please don't do that. Don't come to my office. Just, I will appear myself. I need to live stream. I need to make sure I have more consistent, oh geez. How do I want to say this? I need 1 short a week. That's the easy one, and that I can repurpose from other videos. And I'm gonna put 1 minute. I can't let these go over 1 minute because, in all honesty, I don't want to watch a 5-minute short. That's just what videos do. Jesus does it all the time. Chucho. Oh, goodness me. All right, so tutorials is where the bulk of my subscribers come from. So I need to really focus on good. I can't write today. Good thumbnails. Titles. This is like the biggest struggle, mainly because Krita is very niche. Is it niche? Very niche, very niche. You know? So I know that my reach is very, not limited, but it's going to be smaller than other things, right? So I just need to make sure that my thumbnails and titles are clear, so that way people are considering Krita or don't know about it, I can at least tie those or bring those people into the video as well. And that's only going to work if I have a clear thumbnail and title, and I do need to improve on that. I have improved on that drastically the last year, which I believe is why my growth is improving. But I still have room for improvement. I follow you because you're one of the few people using Krita in recent videos. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's interesting because I do try to find other people using Krita as well, because I think it'd be cool to talk of a Krita. Okay, I'm not going to add this to my 2026 list of things to do because I don't have the time for it, but a Krita roundtable would be fun. You know, so Krita, if you're listening, because I know you guys watch my videos, I've seen you in my chats. A Krita roundtable would be fun for creators to talk about things like where they would like Krita to end up, where it's gone over the years, how far it's, you know, things like that. That would just be fun. Oh, I'm not in the, there we go. I need to be in this full screen mode. Okay. Sorry. That would be fun. Because there are a lot of artists that do use Krita, but no one demonstrates it, and that frustrates me because when it's Photoshop or something else, everyone goes, oh yeah, this is what I do in Photoshop. Well, why don't you show it with Krita? Like, I don't know why that's, I don't know if it's like I don't know if people are not scared, but don't consider it helpful because Krita's smaller and free. I personally think it would be, but whatever. I need to work on my own comic for next year, but I'm not sure if I should release it digitally first. It depends, Welshman. If you still have a small following, I've seen, I honestly am not the person to ask this because it's a very personal decision. I've seen people do a digital first that's free, and then you can purchase the physical later. And there are some people who are able to build up enough of a following that can do a physical right away. It's understanding your audience and what your limitations are, what you know you can achieve, your experience, what you. There's so many factors into that decision. There's no wrong or right answer either. There's so few there's a lot of creators that use Krita. I'm in a pretty large artist server, and there are some people that use Krita. And I don't know, like I said, I don't know why people don't talk about it. You know what? That's probably my fault too. On Instagram, I should be talking about it because I think I put that in here somewhere. Yeah, for my projects, I put cross-posting topics with YouTube and all that. I should be posting my Krita tutorials on Instagram. So Rudolph, thank you. I'm gonna blame myself for not showing Krita being used because we see Clip Studio Paint being used, we see Procreate being used, we see people talking about it, and I should be doing the same on social media. I should not be hiding it away on just YouTube. That is absolutely my fault. So now that we've got that done, I think that's a good segue into Instagram. I don't know what's happening with my handwriting today. Krita demonstration. Do they have an Instagram? And it's really frustrating because Krita has a CMYK preview. It has proper CMYK, and so many people use Procreate and Clip Studio Paint, and it sucks at CMYK. Even their recent improvement, it's not great. Don't know why people don't use Krita. I don't know. Bunch of smugs like using free software is, as long as it's functional, there's nothing wrong with it. How do you plan to make better thumbnails? Okay, so what I plan to do for better thumbnails, making sure whatever text I have on there is legible and it's actually relative to the video at hand. For the graphic, I need to actually make sure it ties in with the title of the video and the text on the thumbnail. So one of the ones I struggled with the most, I can call myself out on this, was the comics manager, like how to make a double spread. That thumbnail is awful. It does not show a double spread on it, and I struggled to figure out how to show a double spread in a thumbnail because it's a very long image and it's not going to be clear. So that would be one example of how I would make a better thumbnail, is making sure it's clear. And there's going to be some cases where I may just flat out struggle because the tutorial itself or the video itself is so hyper focused on something that I can't possibly show it in an image, you know? So I need to just accept that there may be times like that where I can't do it properly, and there may be times where I can improve upon it. And I need to actually sit down and give myself time to think and push it further. And now that I have access to testing out multiple thumbnails at once, I really need to also utilize that to my advantage. So for example, there are some videos I've tested with different titles, and I'll push that out, and YouTube will collect some data on which title actually resonated the most with my audience. And that's helped a lot because now I understand what you guys are looking for in the title. Like, it's not just a Krita class or Krita tutorial, it's something very specific. So I need to make sure my thumbnails are visually very specific too. It's just gonna be a bit of a challenge for certain situations. Okay. So here, I got a little sidetracked there. How do you plan to make it consistent? So I already have the consistency in place in terms of branding colors and position of the text. That I already have down. My Sketch Sunday videos all have the text on the left and the image on the right with the transparency mask, so it fades into the background that I have put there, which is a orange to purple gradient. And that's the visual consistency there. So those will be my colors. And I've plastered that all over my other accounts too. All right, so for Instagram, I need to make 3 posts a week. Oh, that's gonna be hard. So I think I'm just gonna limit the 3. I'm not gonna be super specific here because it just depends on what I'm doing that week with tutorials. Instagram, and then I need to interact as well. This algorithm, or makes sense, social media should be used socially. Krita demos, tutorials, 3 posts a week. This is going to be really hard, but even if I can't do 3 posts a week, if I can do 10 a month, that's still pretty good. Interact with others. I think my content plan will just have to be per month. So as I get there, like when I start planning, when I get my physical planner, I'll probably break down everything and start finding a theme for the month. Like not a theme, but just like, oh, I want to talk about characters. So maybe I can make posts about my characters or how I made characters or something on Instagram. And then what else do I need to do? Story. Wait, product. Oh geez, product and story. So I'll do product, remove old listings. So that I'm just gonna remove and update images. Update photography. I think that's a good month for January. It should be a slow month. That way I don't put any new products out, but that's enough to keep me busy. Oh gosh, that's plenty to keep me busy. So story, Pumpkin Prince 2. I think I'm at 20 to 30 pages. Focus on the last of pencils. So I'm almost there. I think, yeah, wait. Am I at the last of the pencils? I think I am. Just the line art and stuff. And then Baron Snake, which I'm abbreviating to BNS, is going to be just a push to get people to read it. Push to readers. And then Space Train, experiment with newsletter. And that's at the end of the month. So we'll use that as a good chance to maybe like Happy New Year, things like that, interact with other therapists. Oh, how dare you, Chucho. I mean, you're interacting with us, so it works. So product. So February is Valentine's Day month. I don't know. I've never released Valentine's Day themed products, so I don't think I'm gonna do that, but I can have a sale. Have sale. Valentine's. And then I can work on, I can say 2 new sticker sheets. And then story. We're going to launch, or try to launch the campaign. Hopefully. Or relaunch the pre-launch or whatever. And spam the crap out of it. And then Baron Snake is just script writing. Script only. Then space. Continue to experiment with the newsletter. I think part of it is I named the newsletter Peeper Mail, and it's like a little spider that like is peeping, because they're called peepers. But maybe that's not working out because Plain Space Jane is a sci-fi thing. It doesn't make sense for this monster thing. So maybe I'm gonna rename it or remove that, which sucks, but oh well. All right, so March, we're gonna prep for spring. 2 new planter designs. Repurpose existing. So I have planter designs already, so if I can repurpose them to also be magnetic, that would be good. And then story. Let's do campaign. Did I spell that right? BNS, we'll just do pencils and script revisions. Space will be continuing to experiment. All right, so the first 3 months, that's the primary focus. And then quarter 2, if that goes, see, it's hard to plan the quarter so soon because I don't know if my strategy is going to change depending on how this goes. So I'm going to leave the social ones blank up top here because that's a strategy that's going to change depending on what's working the previous quarter. Because if it's not working, I'm going to have to change something. But product and stuff I can do now. Because I do. Oh, that's fine. You can hang out with us. We do nothing either. All right, so product. So I think for the rest of the quarters, I can plan out product and story, but social is going to have to be done towards the end of plan out social strategy. Because I can't plan a social strategy out if I don't know what's working. Commitment to be here. All right, so I'm going to focus on product. So I'm going to do 2. I think we can do 2 more planter designs. Planter or desk accessories. I think if I can front load some of the physical sculpt or the sculpting ones, that might be easier. Story. We're just going to keep pushing the campaign here. I think I have that set up for 60 days. I'm just going to add that here too. All right, and then Bear and Snake, chapter 2 starts for line art. In the newsletter, I'm also going to leave that as part of the social strategy. So I'm not going to do anything the rest of the year for planning. So really it's just going to be the product and the story. So product, no new product. I'm not going to do any new products in May and give myself buffer time here. We're going to focus on rollover tasks for product. That way, if that's Pumpkin Prince 2. So I did the Pumpkin Prince book 1, and I'm doing the Pumpkin Prince book 2. I just don't feel like writing it out. And then BNS is Bear and Snake. So I have, Pumpkin Prince. That should be 2, but oh well. Pumpkin Prince 2, Bear and Snake, and then Plain Space Jane. And then BNS, we're going to do chapter 2 release starts here. So I think pages 1 through 5. I want to try and stick to a weekly schedule if I can. All right, so product in June. New Halloween. Releases. Stationery. And then, let's see, I don't want to release, but sketch new products. We're going to have to prep for the holidays. And then story. Pumpkin Prince 2 campaign should end. And then fulfillment starts. And that means I have to order whatever supplies I need, send the book out to be printed, things like that. And then Baron Snake. Chapters 6 or pages 3 through 10 release. I think that should work. The Baron Snake might change. It might be a little too much as I'm finishing up the Pumpkin Prince 2, but we'll see. Because ideally, I would want to take a break from working on the Pumpkin Prince for 1 month so I can promote it and then get back to it. All right, so product. I should have like a product quantity goal, but I'm kind of afraid to do that because I don't want to just make things to hit a number. I want to make things I'm happy with. So holiday sale. It's gonna be a holiday sale. It's unlikely I'm going to release anything new in these months, but I might be able to. We'll say, or no, new gift sets. There we go. New gift sets. And then story. Ooh, this is lining up to be a very chill end of year, which isn't bad. Story. All right, so new Halloween stuff. We'll continue with Halloween product prep. And then story for the Pumpkin Prince 2 is going to be fulfillment. And that should end in August, provided everything goes well. Because my goal is to order a lot of the supplies and anything that's like extra, like keychains or stickers, all that I'm going to be ordering throughout the campaign. If it's a freebie that everybody gets, and then any stretch goals should be ordered by the time the campaign ends. So I think 3 months for fulfillment is more than enough. Yes, I'm planning the entire year. It's just a rough plan. It's not like set in stone. And then BNS should be done. 2 ends. And then chapter 3 script starts. And I'll probably be taking a break from the Pumpkin Prince at this point for like a month or so, just to, unwind. And also I'm going to put nothing for September, and then Baron Snake can be chapter 3 pencils. And then Pumpkin 2, book 3, pencils begin. Baron Snake, chapter 3, release starts. So that'll be Pumpkin Prince 3 at this point. So let's do pencils. Pencils, Baron Snake, chapter 3, 1 through 5, pages 1 through 5, and then BNS 6 through 10. Oh my goodness. Okay, for product. My product Halloween release. You know what I would like to do? I'd like to make my own pens. It'd be fun. So maybe choose one new product line. think it would be fun. I don't know. So we'll do more stationery. New stationery. No, I think I do want to do some new washi designs. I'm going to put washi tape here. There's a couple I want to do. I'm going to do bookmarks. Products, holiday. What did I just write? Holiday bundle prep. That works. That way you can buy gift sets and stuff for things. I think that works. I feel like I front-loaded everything, but I didn't. And then social strategy will change each quarter. I think that works. I think that lines up with what I want to do, what I need to do each quarter. Halloween launch, yep, quarter 3, Christmas prep begins. Well, I kind of put that in quarter 4, but that's fine. The whole point of it, I like this one to make it worth the effort. It's okay, Jujo. It takes a while to get used to. I think the first time I did this, I put everything down. I'm like, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do that. That's not how that works. Guess who forgot they had what do you call it? I don't know, I just forgot other things in life happen. But I think if I just focus on these goals each quarter and each month, it's going to be a little easier. I don't have to freak out about it. It's going to be the social media growth that's going to be the hardest, because that's going to take the most brain power and the most pre-planning. So I'm going to have to find a way to, well, once I test out the first 3 months, I can see what's working, what's not. Maybe I'll shrink down Instagram to 2 posts a week, or maybe even 1, depending on how that works. Or 3 image posts a week, and then maybe 1 carousel, maybe 1 reel, or something like that. I don't know. Or 3 reels a week, something. I don't know. You're gonna have to figure that one out. But again, testing and experimenting. I am more like kicking me in the butt now. Fight a bear. It took 2 hours to plan all this. Oh my gosh. Ugh. Alright, well, I think I'm gonna call it here because I am worn out. I'm tired. But we did it. We planned the whole year. And we did it into small bite-sized pieces. We got our main projects done. Listen out, what they need to be, what it needs to be. We broke it down by quarter, just to keep things in mind, and then we did it by month. Which I'm a little nervous about, but I think story-wise, and product-wise, I think this is probably the most manageable I've ever scheduled it. So, yeah, that works. Oh man, would you guys like me to share these in the Discord as like an example of what you could do for yourself? Because if so, I definitely don't mind doing that. Obviously, don't take this as set in stone, because life changes and I might be switching some stuff around. But if you want, I can share this as an example of breaking down your goals. All right, what do you guys think about that? I'm gonna step away for a minute. No, I'm not dead. I'm here. Almost 60. Oh, you're almost there, Welshman. You can do it. I believe in you. No, I had to step away. I was thirsty. I needed more water. I needed to do things to keep me not to. Words. Just pretend the coherent sentence is coming out of my mouth. Just pretend coherence. Whatever. Words. There. Done. Okay. Hello, Dale. This is intense. I feel like this is a lot, but if you're new to planning and everything and like breaking down what you want to do for the year, this is definitely intense. So actually, if you are new to this, just do a monthly, like a quarterly thing, and just do it one quarter at a time. Like only do January, February, and March, and then at the end of March, do it for April, May, and June, and so on and so forth. That if you're new to it, that I think that's what I started doing, was just doing 3 months at a time, and that helped. Or just only putting down major events each month, so you didn't forget you had to do it. Like November and December are 2 months of holidays. Actually, no. The end of the year is nothing but holidays. You have Halloween in October, Thanksgiving in November, Christmas, and New Year's Eve in December. What the hell? Now the rest of the year is like nothing. Whatever. Whatever. That's probably why like the last 3 months of the year are always so hectic for people. So, yeah. Wait. Anyway. I really was hoping I'd have my new planner in, but I think they got swamped with their Black Friday deals. I'm using a different one this year, but usually I would go to Papier. I'll just type it in the chat. I don't know how to say it. It's French. There we go. That's the brand I was using. I don't know what it is, but like this year I couldn't do it. The horizontal days were getting to me. Like it was not visually syncing with my brain. And I don't know what specifically it's called, but if there's too much, or if it's not set up, I literally cannot, I can't function, and it just stresses my brain out. So I switched to a vertical format, so it's a column-based daily planner. So it looks more like a list, and that honestly, I've been like trying it out on like regular paper and making the lines and stuff myself, but that has made everything so much easier and nicer for my brain, because now it looks more like a checklist and less like a paragraph of tasks to do. I don't like that. The list format works 10 times better. And I'm able to like separate the bottom half of the page to block out certain things. Like for the YouTube shorts I've been doing, I set up a box just for tracking all those videos for the week. Yeah, so it's just working better. So I got a new planner layout, a new brand I'm trying, and they got swamped with orders. So yeah. And the nice thing is it has extra bullet journal pages at the back. I think there's, let me look. I wrote it down in the old planner. There are 119 extra blank pages that are either the grid or the dot grid, which is perfect because then I can use those to plan out or make my own trackers, which I've been doing. This is really, really crazy in depth, but it's working for me, so I have to keep going. I've been tracking like the page count and like if the pages are done for the comics and stuff. It's just been really helping. It took a minute to get used to it, but once I did, I'm like, okay, this is much easier. I feel like I'm accomplishing something versus, I don't know, what I was doing before. So yeah, that's That's that. Do you guys want me to put this in the Discord server? Like a preview, so you have an example to go off of? Let me see here. I should actually put the invite in my server, or invite to my server, into the chat. Where is my thing? Dude. Station. Okay, there we go. That's my Discord server. So if you haven't joined, you can join. Obviously, there's no cost to join a Discord server. It's a very chill art server, and yeah, we do have a goal section. So I'll put this in there as an example. I'll make this a little bit more legible. I'll take the color away and just put black on white because it's easier to read. I just put this with a gray background because it's easier on my eyes, and I try to do color just to coordinate things. Like now I can visually see the project. The purple is the quarter and the orange is the monthly. And it's kind of my brand colors too. My brand colors are purple and orange with a hint or a side of green. Alright, normally I would stay and draw or play games, but I'm actually pretty worn out from the past week. I've been doing so much. I think I made like 4 videos yesterday. Yeah. I have to go back and edit one of them too for tomorrow. Because tomorrow's going to be talking about art goals and how to plan those. But not this crazy. It's just more simplifying your art goals so you can actually achieve them versus I want to draw more and then you feel like you didn't draw enough. So stuff like that. And then after that, you will never hear about goals again until the following year. I think that'll be it. I'm trying to get as much done before the holidays because I want to actually like not work over the holidays like I've done in the past, if that makes sense. I don't know. So yeah. Thank you guys for hanging out, and hopefully this was interesting, and if you're new to planning, hopefully this wasn't intimidating. This is not something you have to do. If you just want to do a monthly plan, just do that. Or if you just want to do a quarterly plan, just do that. Or if you just want to make a list of projects you want to try and work on this year, just do that. You don't have to do all of this. This is just more if you're like me and you need to plan out the whole year so you don't overbook yourself or just go crazy with all the things that you thought you could do and then you can't, setting yourself up for success, stuff like that. I'm looking at like my note cards here. Okay, yeah, that's it. So again, thank you guys for watching. It was fun to hang out and plan stuff. I would like to try and keep up with live streaming once a month. No idea when I'm gonna be live streaming. That'll be separate from like my indie comic promo stream, which I'm trying to restructure again because a lot of them are on Twitter and stuff, and I just need to get back into so many things. And I think by limiting what I'm doing can help. So yeah, thank you guys for watching the stream. Thank you for hanging out. I hope it was fun and not crazy or too crazy. Enjoy my Discord. Follow the channel, like the video. A few things like that. What else? I don't know how to end the stream anymore. Alright, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video tomorrow.